you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Sheriff John Brown come for you?
My name is Terrence Stokes, and I work in a level 5 high max security prison. When I was younger, I wanted to join the military, but that was kind of cut short. I have inner ear tubes, and they wouldn't allow me in because I'm more prone to infection. So I started pursuing police work, executive protection, private security, things of that nature, and wound up in corrections. Started there, went through BCOT, basic correction officers training. Spent 4 weeks down there. Split into a pod. Each pod is broke down into 2 sections that house 65 plus inmates in each section. And your duties and responsibilities are just to maintain safety and security of the facility and the people. Basically, they have to make sure they're taken care of and stayed alive and not killed by each other. But you have a job to do. You have a duty to do. They were sentenced. It's not your job to be their judge or jury. It's your job to be the correction. You have to correct their actions, make sure they stay in line. You try to show them structure, discipline, and if they don't want to listen, then you make them listen. They get dealt with by, you got OC spray, tasers, batons, shields, your straight jackets, you got your five-point restraint systems. You would start your day off at 6 a.m. You would go in, wake them up, get them ready for chow. They would have to be clean shaven, dressed, shirt tucked in, things like that. Go to chow and come back. Wash down your cells for daily inspection by the warden, and after so, count time, random shakedowns. If inmates were acting different or out of the way, you put them on the fence, shake them down. We have to keep reports, incident reports. If things get out of hand or we have an inmate buck and we have to handle him as much force needed necessary, we would have to write reports and keep daily logs of that. The experiences that I've had, some of them were interesting, some of them not so great. My second week working the beat, I had an inmate who was seemed to be stuffing something into his left shoe. I thought it was a weapon of some sort. Pulled him into the sally port. It's a smaller area where we can maintain things if they get out of hand. He tried to buck the door, and that's when the inmate tries to force his way past the guards and back inside the facility to discard or get rid of any contraband that he has at the time quickly. We used our techniques and our abilities and skills and brought him to the ground pretty hard. The kind of people that you deal with in there, I remember growing up, you would hear TV shows and talk shows about gangs. It was only something I saw on TV. But these guys take it seriously. They had the GDs, which are Gangster Disciples, your MS-13, you had your Aryan Brotherhood, your white supremacy groups, your Bloods, Crips, all kinds of people with different mentalities and religions. Some of them seemed to be okay, but most of the time they were just trying to manipulate you, get them to believe that they were innocent or that they were good-hearted. It's a very mental job. Every day they're pushing their bodies to the limit to stay physically fit, so you have to do the same. Because if they try to strike at you or hurt you, you have backup, but it takes time for it to get there. So you have to be able to defend yourself. You have to be willing to fight for your life. And you're there for 12 hours a day. You're locked up every day. You're behind them doors with them.